Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Outer Worlds. I have noticed as I've been doing the quality check, because I'll upload the video to YouTube and then I'll watch some of them every now and then just to make sure the quality is good and that I like what I'm presenting. And I've noticed that with the audio that you can't really hear the people's voices. So what I've done is I've turned up the master and I've turned down these three things, but I've left voice up. So even though even though the game will probably sound the same, like the ambient noise and the gunfire and all that, you should be able to hear the voices much better than you did before. But with that out of the way, I'm just saying that just so you know, if that was something that was kind of getting on your nerves, you're like, man, I like the guy and I like his playthrough, but I don't like how it sounds with the voices, and I'm trying to fix that for you. I think we got this girl's commemorative cigarette case, so let's go over here and just talk to her one more time before we leave. What?
Take your best shot, asshole.
I mean, I guess I will.
Here we go.
How'd that work out for you?
Anyone else?
How'd that work out for you, lady, huh? Was it good? Know what you wanted to happen? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And if you don't remember, like, that girl wasn't shooting at us because she was bored. And then we went into the bunker there and we killed her. It wasn't even her boss. It was just the person who had hired her. So literally, she had no more vested interest whatsoever. She had no more vested interest whatsoever in completing that contract because her employer was dead. So I have no idea. None. I have zero idea why she attacked us. Doesn't make any sense. But we do have a problem. I think it was in here. Was it in here? Hold on. Came out of there. What is this over here? That's the road, and that's the storage facility. Let's go there right quick. Excuse me. Apparently I've not talked enough yet to warm up my...
Huh? Make them regret it.
Oh, these are bad guys.
You got it, Captain.
Whoops.
Stay practicing, then. That was fun.
Geez, Pavarotti. I think she hit a mine. Can we zoom? We don't have the zoom. We just have... Let's see if we got him. Oh, we did. We hit him. We just didn't... not enough to drop him.
Everybody okay?
There she goes. She's got it. Good job. Good job, everybody. So we haven't been here yet. The storage facility. Do I even want to go in here? Hopefully I don't have to go in. I can just kind of loot everything from outside. I don't feel like this is pertinent to the quest line. Oh, I think we did go here. Yeah, we did go here, but we did go here, but we didn't go around that back side. Yeah, we've already went through. Okay, so we do have a situation, and it needs to be addressed. I've been thinking about it a lot. It's going to come off dumb and hinky, but I couldn't, like, I was driving around yesterday and I was cooking dinner and I just kept thinking about it over and over and over in my head, and it just needs to be addressed. And I don't want to give it away what it is. I'd like for you to be there with me and maybe see if your brain goes to the same place mine does. And I think maybe it will, but I am trying to roleplay this just a little bitty baby bit. Oh, we missed that earlier. Yoink. I am trying to roleplay this just a little bitty baby bit. And I was just trying to see if maybe you had if you were picking up maybe on what I was like the type of character I'm trying to play here. And I think if we read this message in the computer system, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, like that makes sense. But I can't remember I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here. Oopsie doodle. I always hit the escape button thinking that's the way out, but it just takes you to the menu. Yeah, I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here. It's probably at the other place. It's probably at that lab. Let's get out and let's go to that lab. And I know I didn't loot all those bad guys, but we have bigger fish to fry. That's where I was at first, and that you should always just trust your first instinct. But for some reason, I thought we hadn't visited that storage facility before, but we in fact had. Okay. Yeah, this is probably where we ought to go to do this. I've been watching The Quarry. I started off watching Christopher Odd's playthrough of The Quarry, and now I'm watching Ohmwrecker's playthrough of The Quarry. But there was a song in there that reminded me of a Bob Dylan song, and now it's stuck in my head and I can't get out of it. Someone has told me a long time ago that if you ever wanted to get a song out of your head, you have to listen to the end of the song. Where's the out? Is it this terminal? It is not. I know what terminal it is. It's a terminal in a room. I just can't remember how to get to that room. Yep, this is it. Okay. So, we have to figure out who is responsible for this. Someone is guilty of murder. Somebody instructed their subordinates to, and if you read, it says they put it into their meals selectively, like randomly put it into their meals selectively, and they just observed their overall health. They did not tell the people that they were doing this. They just kind of did it, without their consent. So I believe that's how many? That's 5 counts, right? That's 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a crime. In this case here, and now look here, they're using the word safe, and then it says potentially unsafe in the workplace, and then this one right here is unsafe. So the person doing 1 through 4, that would be, it's 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a crime, period. 4 counts of, I don't know, conspiracy, or maybe assault, maybe 3 counts of assault, 1 count of, 4 counts of assault or battery. Is it battery? I always forget that one. I think battery is when you actually touch the person. I don't know, but this right here is manslaughter, right? Or would it be murder or manslaughter? What do you think? Because he says it's unsafe, he knows that 5 milliliters is going to be potentially deadly. So if he knew, or she knew that 4 milliliters was unsafe, and see, here it is. Did they do it at the same day? Because if they did this at the same day, then this would be manslaughter, because he didn't know it was unsafe at the time, right? But long story short, is we have conspiracy to commit a crime. We have cases of battery, maybe manslaughter, maybe murder, right? So we have to figure out who sent these. And I hate that it doesn't say to and from. And I hate that it doesn't tell me whose machine this is. Right? Like, I don't know whose office this is. Did we find Jameson in this office? When we opened this door, when we came up here and opened this door, was Jameson in this room? Because if Jameson was in this room, then that would stand to reason that this is the office of the head honcho, right? Because he said, I left him in my office. And I forgot about it, right? And this right here, this is the bio research facility. It's not the top secret one, okay? The top secret one was somewhere else. This is the biotech research facility. So I'm kind of at a loss here. Someone needs to pay for this. Argo security system, security lockdown. All personnel, please report. Unsightly bloodstains. Experimental notes. I want to know who this is. And I know that somebody else emailed this person and told him to do it. Somebody emailed him from their computer and said, tab exits. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see what I thought that you had the option to either tab or to exit. I thought this was a choice, but it's telling you if you hit the tab button, you can exit. I know that someone sent him a email, and that email said, like, hey, I want you to come up with a couple of different experiments. Like think about this. Think about this. Think about, you know, these 4 parameters, and try to come up with something to solve for those 4 parameters. I know that happened. Like, I remember reading it. I just don't know who is to blame for it. I don't know who we're going to hold. Holy crap. I missed this whole room right here. But someone has to die. That's the idea here. Someone is going to die. Oh, yeah, so let's think about that. Does this warrant the death penalty? Right? Should we kill these people or person because I mean, someone did die, you know, someone else, you know, who had a life and who was happy. They were used as an experiment, and they died for it. So, number 1, who was it? And number 2, should they die for it? Number 3, do we have the authority to dispense that justice? Those are the questions I've been thinking about. Because ultimately, if that individual was okay killing that person or authorizing that experiment, and then he has a protege, that must mean that that type of behavior will continue, right? That if we're going to save his life, we're gonna quell this situation, he is going to ultimately be like, oh man, everything worked out great, you know, like, my goodness, I can get back to work. And then his research assistant will be like, oh yeah, I mean, that guy, you know, like,
hello.
He's really smart. I should do what he does.
Familiar. Have we met?
Yes, we have. And I'm going to be bringing you your prototype schematic.
Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that?
Got it right here, bucko.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands.
That's great. Why didn't you turn this in when you found it?
Now, I'll just attach this here. Bit of glue. A little elbow grease. Voila. I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh. I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We got a little bit of experience, got a little bit of money, and maybe we'll get a pistol that is, I don't know if is it contraband? Let's see, do we have any more things to do while we're here? Anton. Anton is the individual. Anton might be guilty of murder. You might be able to find who was running the experiment by asking around in the nearby town. The terminal was accessed by a user. Oh! Okay. Nice. We had to find V. Cortez. V. Cortez probably was running the experiment. Wonderful.
We are experiencing a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately and return to your domicile or designated workplace.
I need to speak to you about someone named... Don't worry about it. I'm here to help. Relax. I have a few questions. I have a better idea. I'll stay right here and you answer my questions. Think you can do that?
I'm not allowed to answer questions without a signed affidavit from my superior officer. But he got eaten by rats, so I guess it's okay.
Alright, yes. I need to know
I
this
have strict orders
person.
not to talk about anything that happens in a classified area.
Right.
Please remember that Anti-Cleo Pharmaceuticals is not responsible for any loss of life or grievous physical injury sustained while on company premises.
I will remember that, yes.
Roseway Lab is a highly classified facility. I am not allowed to confirm or deny its alleged existence.
Alright, done with him. Who would we talk to? V. Cortez. V. Cortez. That's a corporate trooper. Technician. Corporate recruit. You're a named character. Hello.
What can I do you for?
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make no comment on anything like that.
Okay, great.
Oh, before I forget, Anti-Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Okay, great. Maybe I can talk to my friend. My forgetful friend over here. Maybe he'll know who sent that email authorizing the experiment.
I believe we have nothing further to discuss.
Correct. Okie dokie. It said ask around. It said ask. Oh. Yes. When you double click on the the deal, like when you double click on the quest, it gives you a waypoint to go to. Nice. I forget that. So there's somebody in here. Hello. It's very nice to meet you.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine. Really.
How long have you lived here, buddy?
Sure. I guess. I'm not supposed to talk to... I mean, why do you ask?
No reason. You work in the labs?
As little as possible. I mean, yeah. I'm staff. Endocrinologist. We've been studying a load of raptidons hauled in from Monarch.
Oh, yeah?
Ask Dr. Crane. All I know is my bit, analyzing the raptidon equivalent of hormones.
Yeah? Anyone in particular?
Mostly they're leptin analogs. Raptidons have 4 different varieties. Concentrations vary based on the season.
Oh, that's interesting.
Could be, Captain. Can't see how there's a market for them, though.
Can't hardly imagine having so much food you'd have to trick yourself into not eating it.
It was like that when we got here. I heard it had been shut down for years. But the toilet's flush and the roof doesn't leak. Much.
Really? That's it? That's all I get from this guy?
Hey, glad you're still here. Listen, you're
Okay.
a freelancer, right? Maybe for hire?
Depends. What's the job?
I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while.
Oh, this is the thing
Really
that...
get me
Yeah, this is the thing that
You know what I
we
mean?
took. Oh.
I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Uh-huh.
Extracting how? No, wait, maybe I don't want to know.
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Oh, he's making enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug. You already went up to the lab? Long shot here, but any chance you brought my results?
This is
back
not...
with you?
I don't think this is a guy.
This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not. Only for testing purposes. Quality control. You would, right?
No way.
You just don't understand the market. Anyway, here's a cut for you. An advance for my profits. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah. I really want to know more about...
Better Better days are coming.
That other thing.
Smell the money. Wait, no, that's.
Oh, I thought that was it too, man. I thought the game had like picked up on that, and I thought it was gonna be like something neat we could do. Life cook by the name of Jameson is missing. Representative Mars about, so his boss is somewhat blatantly worried for him. Distress signal. Return to Gladys at the groundbreaker. Frightened engineer. Find that. Install that, and then. Okay, yeah, to the to the drinking thing. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go talk to Anton. Oh, this is making me mad. I don't want that person to just have died because they were trying to test out the milliliters required. And I really wanted to see a to and from receipt on that email. I really hope the game, and I mean this, I really hope the game lets me bring that up.
You've returned. What news? Please tell me you've recovered my research. Without my work to focus on, I find myself tending towards darker paths of inquiry.
Well, that's not helping your case there, is it, buddy? I mean, there you go. That. The outlaws are now without a leader. I have your research. The outlaws got away with the research. I found your associate Jameson. He's safe.
Wonderful news. I'd feared the worst.
It's good to hear your employee actually means more to you than research. You know there's more to care about than black marks on paperwork.
Of course they do. Please don't mistake my ambition for callousness.
What should I mistake for compassion? You must see how one could do exactly that, can't you?
It's just that their constant complaining can begin to wear. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here. It's infuriating. Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you think me to be. I'm not. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it is me.
As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it?
You know what, buddy? Yeah.
All manner of
Yeah.
distressing.
They got away with it.
There truly is nothing left for me.
No, not
I
really.
suppose I'm... we're finished here.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. Come on, everybody, let's go.
That's the last of them. Their mistake.
Yeah, come on, folks. Let's go. We're leaving. We're leaving. Let's see if I can get to the kind of fast shot. I can, ha! Like in Skyrim, the people will follow you through the doors. Alright, we gotta go. Oh, I hope we completed that quest. Did we do it? Blotched. Journey into smoke. Oh, yeah, we botched that. We didn't get her cigarette. I think we did get her cigarettes, but she just got mad at us. Return to the ground spray. Cool. You've acquired one of the company's secrets that I was talking about. Okay, cool. Lovely. Alright. Let's get into orbit. Oh, we are into orbit. Oh, nice.
14% of the expected value.
Hey, nice. Okay. All right. Let's install the acid dealie. Nice. Oh. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
Sequences. Greetings, customer. This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
I really would not like to yes.
Registering new owner, Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Sam.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Great. Look at you just walking around. Please don't go murder anybody. Well, he's happy. He's happy. Okay. He's in engineering, probably. He should be staring at the wall. He is. Yep. Yep. Sam is... He's cleaning. Well, there we go. What did I think was going to happen? All right. We need to go talk to Pavarotti. Nope. We are navigating back to the Groundbreaker. Let's go ahead and save that. And the Groundbreaker. Engage. That's a Star Trek. Almost said Star Wars. Yes, we have. Good job. Look at our skills and perks right quick. Long guns, we can get to 60, which gives us more headshot damage. I love dialogue, love the talking and persuading. I like stealth. I like the leadership stuff. Unlock a third. Tinkering is 50% less. Basic mods. Who cares about basic mods? Let's put a little bit into that. A little bit into that. Yeah, it's just kind of do it everywhere. We'll just evenly distribute. Now you do it to perks. Finally, we have our first level 2 perk. What do we have here? 65 movement penalty to accuracy. Reduce the penalty to accuracy when moving. Oh, that'd be nice. Gain some when you kill an enemy. Increase damage dealt by science weapons. That's cool. Increase your movement action speed. Okay. That actually I think would be really nice. I might actually use Q more often if I moved quicker in Q. Weak spot damage. Increase your range at all interval objects around you to highlight without requiring you to look directly at them. Oh, and that's the perk we got somewhere up here. I think. No, I think we gave someone that perk, and that's why that stuff was highlighting. Remember when I walked into that room and I was like, "Oh, we missed that before." I think that's why now. It's because we can see it if we're just standing next to it. That's nice. Ooh, the vendors will buy from us at a higher price, and we're going to be selling a lot to vendors, so that actually might be a really good idea. Ooh, bonus to dialogue skill. Oh, if you have no companions in your party. Increase the carrying capacity for your companions. Carrying capacity bonus from companions is 40 kilograms. Significantly reduce the weight of consumables. We get a little bit of health back when we kill somebody. Chance to reset using another... Oh, that's cool. So if we use someone's ability and then... we use someone else's ability, it might be that the first person's ability we use gets reset. That's neat. So what would I do? I like the vendor buy prices. The movement speed and time dilation is nice. The carrying capacity is nice because we're just going to keep looting things. Let's do the sell price because I think the earlier you get that, the better off you're going to be. You know what I mean? Like the earlier you get it, it's just going to... That's why I did the experience one up here. When my companions kill somebody, just because the sooner you get stuff like that, it just pays dividends later on. Okie dokie. Go ahead and save the game. Go over to the Groundbreaker right quick. Oh, look at this. See, now we have to pick. Are we going to leave Ellie behind, or are we going to take the Sam with us? We'll leave Ellie behind, and we'll take Sam with us. Just for funsies, you know? Just for fun. We'll see what Sam says when we get him out and walk him around the world.
Who's the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific customer service request. Please repeat the order.
Yeah, you are.
That's actually enduring.
Have
All
either
right.
of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
Let's do a little bit of business first, and then we'll go drown our sorrows. Let's go to the fence, as they call her.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Hello, hello.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway?
I
You
did.
don't hurry up.
I did.
Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Someone did, but they're dead now. So there we go.
What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
I found a fancy toothpaste formula. Here you go. Lie 30 and silence 20. I found a formula for an expendable rocket fuel. Seems like pretty advanced stuff. Why would I say that? Huh. Oh, I could have brought that back. I could have brought that back. I could have... And I have that. Because I didn't give him his research back. I could have taken any of that stuff. I see. So there were many, many, many different ways to fix that problem there. Or I could just lie. And, yeah. Interesting. That's great. I'm going to give her the toothpaste formula, because I think diet toothpaste is...
I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big, dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose.
That's true. Why would I tell her about all that?
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
Honest to goodness, there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie.
No problem.
Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Did she not give me the nav key? Hold on a minute.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Did I not get the nav key? And why do I see hostiles? Oh, is it you guys? Are you guys hostile? Negative. Why do I see... Oh.
Entering quiet reminder. Unit modifications performed by unauthorized...
Squatters Journal. Okay, these are squatters. Okay.
Not authorized by the parent company.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna go mess with those
better
people.
to locomote without grit in your gears?
To gain
No one's paying me to go do it.
authorization
I can't.
credentials, an engineer must be registered as the unit's designated caretaker. Do you wish to assign yourself this designation, engineer?
You asking me to be your minder? I suppose you can't be any more complicated than an autoloader. All right, I'll do it.
Updating registration. Updating. Updating. Ding. Holcomb Parvati is now responsible for the SAM unit's maintenance. Designated caretaker. There is a rock in this unit's tread. Removal of foreign debris requested.
Okay. I think you're supposed to give me something. I went and did a job, and the reward for that job was the deal. Purchase the nav key. Why do I have to purchase it? I did. I investigated the job. I investigated the job.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Right. Oh, no.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I tossed together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I'm going to sell some stuff to you, though. That, and that. And then... guess I'll keep all that. I don't mind getting rid of one of these weapon mods and stuff. I just don't think I'm going to use them that much. 26, 9. That's trash. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, he did give us the pistol. A scythe. Yeah, that thing is sweet looking. Plasma rifle, don't need that. That's my modded out deal. By scythe. Vortex mace. Don't think I need the prod. 33% discount. Interesting. Codex logs. What is this? Oh, the squatter's journal. Okay, great. Sam. That's neat. Oh, and he gets a perk too. Of course he does. Intimidate. Threat generated. Base health. Oh, he gets 2. 20% negative reputation per kill. Reduces negative reputation for kills is in the party. Oh, cool. I mean, yeah. Why not? If that's his, like, special thing, why not? Really, I hate that, I hate that I have to buy it. I think she was supposed to give it to me for free. I think she was supposed to give it to me for free. I thought I went and did the work. I guess I could have lied to her. I guess I should have lied to her. I guess I have to click on a manual save there, yeah. Am I loading? Or saving? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, load the quick save. Oh, I thought I was saving the game. That's why I couldn't find a new place to save. We're going to go ahead and murder her because I feel like we did the work that we were supposed to do and we brought her the research that she wanted, and all of a sudden we're not getting the pass for free. I understood that we would do that work and then we would get the pass. But it looks like we were supposed to do the work and pay 10,000. I don't really know. I feel like I've been taken advantage of. Oh.
Here I go.
Limo. Great. Okay. Yeah, nothing personal at all. I just, you owe us official seal of Halcyon's folding board. I'm gonna go ahead and take that just for fun. Back out of that. Oh, right, just look away. Gladys's body. Oh, nope. Where's the pass, Gladys? Oh, come on. Let me go talk to the guy, Now I have to go talk to the Halcyon guy and give him this little stamp to get that. Gladys, we had a good thing, darling. We had a good thing. All you had to do is give me the thing like you said you would.
How do you do?
Doing well.
Huh. How might I assist you?
I have... Oh, no.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly? Can you get me to Stellar Bay? Yes.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
Me, I would like to go there.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Oh, no.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Right.
You refer to the radiator issue? Oh, goodness, it was dreadful. I was sweating constantly.
Right.
Chief Tennyson certainly did take her time resolving it.
Right, yeah.
I owe you a debt then. I was going through 3-4 shirts a day. Still, that Tennyson woman. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Well, good.
She did everything she could. It was your people's fault, not Junlei's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
Am I gonna murder everybody?
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Right.
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not all right exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Yes, I have this board thing here. You know what? Don't even worry about it.
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile.
Uh-huh.
As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Wow. I need to get off this rock. I can't tell him about my buddy who got me out of cryo freeze. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now what are we going to do? Talk to Ada. Okay, good. Let's go talk to Ada. Let's go talk. I didn't kill Gladys. Gladys went back on a deal. The deal was I went to that place. I got the dental or the diet toothpaste, and then she was going to give me the deal. Oh, I should have bought it and then murdered her. Oh.
In the immediate vicinity.
Dang it.
I just watched these coveralls last
Man, I wish I was smarter. I wish she would have just honored the end of her bargain. I didn't even lie to her. I could have lied to her about the science thing.
I see you pointing that.
Tried to do the right thing. I tried to do the right thing.
New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Welcome back, Captain.
All right, look, we got a situation. Yeah.
Activating contingency plan DM-17. Captain is a psychopath.
I am not a
Please use your
psychopath.
travel terminal and venture to Monarch via the Cascadia landing pad.
I'm not.
I should warn you, Captain. Cascadia is an incredibly hazardous location, rife with deadly fauna and flora. You will most likely die within 3 steps of the landing pad.
I'm not a psychopath. Thanks.
See you soon, Captain.
I'm not a psychopath. I'm not. We had a deal and she went back on the deal. If anything, I'm the only person who's actually, you know, trying to be reputable in this crazy solar system.
Message from Dr. Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Okay, yeah, put them on screen.
Cascadia? I don't know if you're extraordinarily brave or slightly suicidal, but Cascadia is one of the most dangerous places in Monarch. Please be careful out there.
I will, yes.
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right.
Of course.
If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
I will. Just tell me what to do, Professor.
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Got it. All right.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Yes.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
Don't let that get into your head, okay?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain.
A homily, yes.
Zealous in origin.
All right, we're out of here. We forgot. Oh, we leveled up. We have to go back to the Groundbreaker. What a day. What a day. We have to go back to the Groundbreaker, and we have to drink.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
We have been working so hard, and we have been doing so much that we have forgot to take just a moment and enjoy the nicer things in life. Let's go have a round of alcohol with our best buddy. Journal. Drinking wine. And besides, that Gladys woman was a criminal. She was a criminal. I didn't steal anything from her except for the one thing that I thought the board guy would want to give me clearance to land on Monarch. It's the only thing I took. I took what I was owed, and not a penny more. You saw me. Let's go ahead and save this in case anything crazy happens in here.
How does this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Takes to defend your corporate township from
In the bar, yes.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert.
We're gonna tie one on,
wait,
sister.
don't worry
You
about the
understand?
price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Yes, ma'am. If you really want to get drunk, whiskey. Oh, whiskey. Whiskey. Let's do some
Drunk's
whiskey.
what I'm aiming for, so I'll take your word on it. Bottoms up.
Warning, cleaning substance is flammable.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to taste like. Oh, propellant. Oh, stars, I can feel it settling. Oh, Captain, I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Going on a grand adventure across Halcyon is what you're doing, kid.
Yeah, I guess we're doing that, aren't we?
Yep.
Crewing together.
Bringing the law
seeing
for the
stars.
lawless.
It's like something out of a serial. I like the ones with grand romances. And I think I'm flubbing mine.
Yeah, you might be.
I don't know
No
what
one
to
really knows.
Us.
Start by telling me why her message got you so upset.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel.
Yeah, she
Mentioned
did.
her by name and everything, like
Uh-huh.
she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Listen, if there's anything I know is you got to tell people what you want. You got to set clear expectations. And if they don't meet those expectations after they said they would, you shoot them. What she'd actually write in the message, you haven't said. No one sends terrible, vaguely sensational poetry to someone they don't like. That's also true. And you could be overthinking it. Let's do number 2.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
It was a perturbed engine, what was soothed by a mere touch. Okay? That's sensational. Yes, that's exactly what I said right there.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
You did. Exactly, Sam. Thank you. Alright, come on. Tell us what she said in the message.
Real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor.
Uh-huh.
This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation.
Right, right.
And it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What's this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink.
Yes, you do.
Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Get her some water? Why? Why would we want to get her some water? Let's drink.
No more whiskey. I think another'd leave me on the floor.
I don't really get that. Let's see. What is the old adage? Alcohol before beer, everyone cheers. Beer before alcohol, and you die. I forget what it is. Wine? Or wine? We're really going to taste the fermentation of the grape? Nope. I'll do a beer then.
Smelled like Dad's old socks. Maybe this is better?
Probably not.
Down it goes. Oh, no, it's still bad. It's still really very bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time.
Well, there you go.
Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
What are you scared of? What are you... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you need to get over it, okay?
Figuring feelings ain't so easy as saying words, Captain. Someone so brave as you, well, you can't understand. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel?
I feel like that lady Isabel was dating her dad.
She gets bored of me.
Yeah, there is an easy way. If I know, I'm just here for the booze.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection.
Oh, that's right.
That's...
Yeah,
it's
forgot
tripped
that.
folks up in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
That's the way of the road, kid. That is the way of the road. You go your separate
Just
ways.
move on? Like snapping your fingers? I don't know. Maybe I got a weak heart. It all just seems impossible.
You got to start somewhere, okay? You got to start somewhere. You got to lay the first brick, the very, very first brick, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and you keep doing that till you have your wall or you have your bridge or whatever it is you're trying to build. Okay? You won't know until you try.
Yeah, I know you're right. I just wish it were that easy, is all. I'm not used to speaking free with folks.
Yeah.
Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know my mind. Excepting my dad. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
I shot a lady like an hour ago because she didn't give me a ticket. I shot a research guy because, you know, he either condoned or expressly asked to test on people against their knowledge. And it wound up killing one man. Look, you know, we all got demons. Something to work on that. There you go. Perfect. You know, my daughter, she's a little bit of a drama queen. And every single day that she jumps in the car, she's always like, Dad, I want to tell you something terrible that's happened. And I used to just be like, oh yeah, tell me what's terrible that's happened. And she would say like, oh, so-and-so got mulch in their sock and they had to take their shoe and their sock off. But now when she gets in the car and she says, I got something terrible that's happened, I'm like, well, you got to tell me 2 good things. If you tell me 2 good things that's happened today, then you can tell me the one terrible thing, right? So you just got to work on that stuff.
Yeah. I like the way you put that. Like, it's okay to want to be better for her and not impossible to try.
There you go.
Well, Captain,
there you go.
This has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime.
Do you think I should ask her on a date?
What does that say? Determination 15? Don't ask for my opinion. Believe in yourself. Persuade 15. You're still unsure? Yes, just ask her. What does the booze tell you today? Let's let her do it on her own.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out. And
hey, there you go.
And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
Absolutely.
Low battery! Unit is engaging reserve pack. While using the reserve pack, unit may periodically enter a rest cycle. If unit does not wake, consult manual 81-X-C5.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Yep, I agree. We did it. We did it. And on that note, we are going to go and say goodbye to this episode. Thank you folks for watching. When we come back, we're going to land on Monarch and the landing pad of a short... What?
Did your SAM unit get dirty on the
Anyway,
job?
thanks folks. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.